And we are live. Grand Rising, Tonya, how are you?
Grand Rising Paula, right here. I'm doing well. How about you?
Listen, I don't know what was going on, but I did not sleep well. I was up, I was buzzing, I was just not resting. So I wanted to ask everybody else, did you guys sleep well? I want to welcome everyone. I see Halima first.
Yay.
Student in class, Sagittarius.
Okay.
Finding my way back, Janet, Michelle. Hello. Good morning. Grand rising to
Back,
everyone.
Janet. Yeah.
All right. I just want to
Okay.
make sure I don't have an echo.
No, you don't.
Okay,
I was looking at
wonderful.
my device, seeing who's coming in too before we start.
Yes.
Sagittarius, Michelle, Kay Maxwell, Karen, Carl Anthony. Oh, nice. Thank
Nice,
you all for
nice.
getting up so early to be with us.
It's interesting because a lot of people are struggling right now. A lot of people are struggling, and one person shared a note with me last night before I went to bed. They're struggling, and they said, nobody understands them, and they wish they could be part of a group. And I said, you know what? We don't get together often, but at least we have a little group here and we get together once a month or twice if necessary, and we still our minds and we bring our energies into cohesion. And I think it's a beautiful thing because I know that everybody leaves here feeling so much more relaxed and comforted, right? So today we're gonna do the usual, but we're going to do a little bit different breath work to make sure that we are taking care of everyone. People who want to go into deep meditation, as well as people who want to release some of the trauma and the tension that they're experiencing. So, I'm going to be sharing two different types of breath work that all of us are going to be doing in the privacy of our homes, depending on what your personal situation is. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit different this morning, but it's going to be fantastic. Yes, yeah, yeah, the clearing and the cleaning is necessary, Janet. All of us are going through it. That's the one thing I can tell you. Everybody is going through it in some way, shape, or form. The key is how you handle it. You have two options. You can fall apart, you can be miserable, you can be grouchy, you can complain and whine and be just miserable. All right.
Sure, you can work
And
yourself into a frenzy if you want.
yeah,
No
or
one's going
you
to stop
can
you, that's for sure. This day and
exactly.
age, people want to see people melting down and crashing out. You have to
Yes,
protect your own energy. This is where we're at right now.
absolutely. But you can also navigate the situations with ease and grace and surrender and not get yourself worked up, because when you're getting yourself worked up, you're triggering the release of a lot of chemicals and hormones in your body that, if not worked out, through exercise or fasting, they remain in your body and make the body toxic and unwell. So I just want to challenge everyone that's going through something, because I know lots of people are going through something. I want to challenge you to choose to respond in a way that is gentle and kind to your body, you know? So,
Well, one
yeah,
thing I want to point out, Paula,
sure.
where I would like to rephrase that to what we're
Yes.
growing through, not what
I,
we're going through, what we're growing
yes,
through.
yes,
Because
I love
remember,
it.
everything is here to serve us.
Yes.
We are the divine ones. Everything
Absolutely.
is here to serve
Absolutely.
us. So when you find yourself in a place where there's change, there appears to be chaos and uncertainty, just become still and
Yes.
go within and just ask the question, what is this here to show me? What is this here experience teaching me? What
Yes.
wisdom can I extract from this situation? Because there's something in it for you. And for each
That's
of
it.
us, it may look different. And all we can do is share our experiences, but no two paths are identical. We were never created to be identical. So everybody's path, everybody's journey, everybody's experience is going to be different. Can we share and support one another? Absolutely. But do we want to get caught up in the storyline of it? Perhaps not, because again, energetically, we're on ascension regardless. So you can flow with it or you can struggle through and fight it tooth and nail and hold on with a tight grip to what is trying to leave your life because source is saying it's time to let this go. And that's where our clarity and discernment comes in, which is something that we attempt to cultivate with these monthly meditations to support you in letting go and developing your discernment and seeing things more clearly so that we're not caught up in the pandemonium of what's happening around us. But we can transcend that. We can ascend through that and no harm will come to us. So we choose, we get to choose. That's the
Absolutely.
beautiful thing about unconditional love. We get to choose.
Yes. And we always have free will. So, with that, we are going to kick off this morning's meditation. I want to just welcome Natasha, Dahava, Mimi, and just thank you all for coming. You didn't have to come. You could have slept in and watched this later, but you valued coming here and bringing your energy because remember, we are on this mission. We are midwifing 5D. We're helping the birth of new earth, right? And so it takes us coming together and amplifying our energy, amplifying our vision of new earth for it to happen. So thank you for getting up and being here with us. Tonya, I'm going to hand over to you for this morning's reflection.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm looking forward to this breath work. But before we do that, I just want to invite everyone for us to just take one deep collective breath together because we know that the breath is connecting us all. That is the one thing that we all need, the breath, that connection with the life force energy that is within all of us. So that is the one thing that we all have in common. So if you can just take a moment, you could keep your eyes open or closed, however you feel comfortable, but just take a really deep breath. Go as deep with your inhalation as you possibly can. Feel it in your shoulders, in your chest, in your abdomen, all the way down into your solar plexus. Let your ribs expand and just take a deep, deep, deep inhalation and hold that for maybe 3 seconds and just release it with a sigh and let it go. And let your whole body relax. And just know that everything is working out for us. Everything is working out for you. Everything is working out for me. And let us give thanks in this moment. And as we begin this meditation with open hearts, filled with gratitude and love, we just want to invite our spirit team ancestors, ascended masters, angels, archangels, and just to know that we are never alone. We are always supported on this journey. Those that are seen and unseen in all realms and all dimensions that are here to support us, that are here to help guide us, that are here for our advancement, to support our ascension, our spiritual development and growth. We just give thanks right now. We give thanks for what we know, and we give thanks for the unknown. Knowing that Source is at work. Knowing that we can release default narratives, letting things that no longer serve us go. There's no need to fear, no need to hang on, no need to cling in dependency, but embracing the truth of our sovereignty, of our divinity, of our power, of our peace, our entitlement to unconditional love, knowing that we are unconditional love. It's in us, waiting to be expressed, waiting for us to clear away the hurt, the pain, the trauma. Sweeping away the dust and debris, allowing the treasure that is within each and every one of us to rise to the surface, so that we and all around us may see and know the divinity that we are, the power and strength that we are, the love that we are. Don't be afraid. Don't be worried. Don't acquiesce to those that may rebuke you or mock you for choosing a path of love and light. But know that we are here to anchor in. Know that we are here to help ground, to be rooted and stable, to support the beings that we encounter on our path toward their own ascension. Not to push, not to provoke, not to chastise, but to simply love and accept that each one is their own divine being. Each one has their own path towards enlightenment. There's no time in this space, and there's no calendar that can determine when anything will happen. This is why trust is necessary. And within that love, there is trust and an absence of fear. So be of good cheer. Do not allow your heart to be troubled, but guard your heart. Guard your mind. Fortify your gates. And allow Spirit to inform you what is yours to do, when to speak and when to be silent, where to go and where to avoid. Everything we need is within us. Know that, live that, be that. As above, so below. As within, so without. Ashe, and so it is.
Thank you so much, Tonya. Always with the right message at the right time. Indeed, we are in an interesting time. Um, for those who are just joining us for the first time, we are working with the 2-2 portal, and the 2-2 portal is based on the IGBO calendar. I have a copy right here, and we're on the second month, which is I don't even know how to pronounce this word, Onwa Abu, and today is the second day of the second month. So this is the second month, and we're on the second day. And for those who are not aware yet, we have decided to not utilize the Gregorian calendar in this year of 2025, and instead use the IGBO calendar, which is a 28-day, 13-month calendar. And that is because we are trying to embrace natural time, align with natural time. And I think it's beautiful because every time we've done a portal since we started using this calendar, it's a very powerful cosmic set of cosmic alignments. So this morning I discovered that there is a very interesting configuration in the heavens. You can check my IG page to get the details. And we're also at the tail end of a very, very powerful geomagnetic storm. That geomagnetic storm actually hit out the power grid in Puerto Rico. I don't know if many people are aware. I'm mentioning it because if the geomagnetic storm can hit out the power grid for an entire country, because it wasn't just a city, it was the entire power grid for the country, it is messing with our central nervous system. It is causing a lot of chaos because everybody's nervous system is frazzled. So, as you can tell, there are lots of conflicts, there are lots of, intense interactions at the personal level and at the global level. We see what's happening. There's a trade war brewing. Some people find it entertaining, other people are very serious, other people are feeling triggered, other people are feeling threatened. But all in all, based on what I'm observing, the truth is coming out, the corruption is coming out for all to see. And this is what we have been sitting here coming together to meditate for truth to come out, for corruption to be seen and eliminated. And sometimes for those things to happen, you have discomfort. And that is exactly what is happening. Now, we are also using the IGBO calendar, but we are quite aware that based on the Gregorian calendar, today is Good Friday. In the Bible, this is when I guess the crucifixion took place, and then there is the rising or the rebirth, and then the ascension. So there was biblical reference to attention. So to ascension. I'm going to share with you a definition that I found on ascension because all of us are going through ascension now. All the solar flares, all the geomagnetic storms, all the reorientation of the planets, all throughout this year, all of those are affecting our DNA and causing DNA upgrades. And DNA upgrades mean that we are leveling up spiritually, and therefore we are in the process of ascension. He ascended into heaven, is what it says in the Bible. And so we are doing these heaven on earth meditations. We are also ascending into heaven. So let me just share with you a definition. Definition of ascension. Spiritual ascension, in a general sense, refers to a process of growth and evolution on a spiritual level, often involving a shift towards higher consciousness or a deeper connection with a higher power or the divine. It's a journey of transformation and personal development that can involve freeing oneself from limitations, opening to new energies, and experiencing profound joy and bliss. The process of ascension draws us closer to our authentic selves, a state where our soul's essence and our soul's gifts are integrated into our physical bodies and expressed into this physical world. I think that's a beautiful definition. So there is a lot of talking about the bliss of achieving ascension and the psychic gifts we will all develop when we do. But there's a lot less talk about what has to happen to get there. The love and light version of ascension is nice, but it's just a concept and it's not grounded in true reality because everybody here can speak to that. So there are two sides to the coin and we have to integrate both sides. We have to come into a relationship with the dark stuff. A lot of people are experiencing the dark stuff. We have to integrate the shadow self, which is the dark stuff. We have to feel it through our pain body, and in the process of our ascension, we will experience a lot of uncomfortable feelings. Parts of our life may fall apart in the process, and the survival sense of self that we have built or adopted along the way might fall apart and force us to feel our way through a painful reality. But this is on our way to our authentic selves. So before ascension, there is sometimes a death, maybe death to our ego, death of certain aspects of ourselves, or a descent into hell. But this is in order to have a direct experience and a felt sense of the root of all depravity, darkness, pain, and suffering. After transmuting the shadow, we are able to transmute a huge chunk of our pain and move into a new space where we can enjoy the bliss and the comfort. But there's got to be a little pain before the pleasure. Okay, that's where that term came from. There's always a little bit of pain before pleasure. We also have to descend into our shadow material and feel all of the discomfort that comes with it before we are ready to ascend. So this morning's meditation is going to be focused on feeling through the pain and then moving in to our most authentic and most powerful ascended self. I want to read to you from this book, The Earth Warrior Oracle. And I'm juxtaposing what I've just read about ascension with this description of what the Earth Warriors are, because I have to remind you of who you are and why you're going through all of this. Okay? For Rita, yes, you can get the calendar at Unuchi Foundation or unuchi.org, unuchifoundation.org. I will share it shortly. Okay? So Earth Warriors are healers and transformational leaders for a more beautiful world. They destabilize the status quo with their innovative attitude and higher consciousness, defying convention and living from the heart. They are not afraid of change. They embrace it and lead the human race forward into the new ways of thinking. and being and living in this world for the greatest good. Earth warriors seek love as their leader and wisdom as their guide. They question authority and respect only what is shown to be wise and true. They nourish conscious community relationships and envision a hopeful future for all upon the earth. They connect with the collective soul of humanity to bring that vision to life by working with each other according to their talents and wisdom. Earth warriors know what is true in their hearts, and they refuse to be conditioned into fear, apathy, complacency, negativity, violence, or overwhelm by mass consciousness. Nor do they despair. They have enormous positive energy and a passionate desire for meaningful contribution and constructive sacred purpose in this world. Earth warriors love our planet with passionate devotion and fierce wisdom, willing to take action with willing to take action for the heart's truth. Earth warriors shine light into darkness when those who trade in fear would wish to keep it hidden. Earth warriors are the wise guides who show the way toward a future world that is bright and honoring life. These are new world leaders in the making, the solution creators. They are stirring up beautiful trouble with kindness, asking questions and looking for new ways to bring forth the wisdom lineages of time past. Earth warriors are here to challenge divisive mainstream views with higher consciousness and healing change that unite us. They understand that change needs to be healing and chaos is a prelude to creation. Heard that? Chaos is a prelude to creation. They recognize that our war is not against each other, but with the forces within that would keep us locked in fear, hate, and despair. Earth warriors embrace chaos for what it can bring, healing into a new order, not disruption for the sake of it. So rather than projecting their woes onto the world, they work on their own being. The combination of political savvy and spiritual responsibility transforms activism into a sacred offering. Earth warriors hold an essential role in love's revolution on our planet. Theirs are the safe hands holding the earth as she goes through a massive paradigm shift into new consciousness. We are in the process of tapping into our creativity, our courage, and our optimism so that we can fulfill our sacred purpose and make real and positive differences in our lives and for the greatest good of the collective. And I'm sharing all of that as the precursor to our breath work. Today we're going to merge our breath work with the sound healing, right? And I'm doing that on purpose because I want you to listen, I want you to breathe, and I want you to feel. The song that we are going to be listening to is called Blessed We Are to Dance on This Ground, okay? I put the lyrics in the description of this video. So if you want to sneak a peek and read it right now while I'm speaking, you can, right? But essentially, we're going to breathe into remembering why we came here and remembering who we are. We are the Earth Warriors. We are in the middle of the Ascension process. It's going to be painful. It's going to be messy, but we are here. We are observing and we are surrendering and allowing the waves to carry us instead of fighting against the current. Okay? Now, here's the difference that we're going to have with the breath work today. There are some people doing this meditation that simply want to go into stillness, go into peace. And for that, we're going to do the box breathing, which I always do, where we breathe in to a count of 4, hold to a count of 4, and breathe out to a count of 4. Okay? All right. I'm going to do that a little after. Guide that before we start the actual meditation. Now, there are other people that are going through a lot of intensity. There is trauma and anxiety and grief and sadness lodged in their body. The, the box breathing breath work will calm them down if they want. But if they want to release all of this pent up energy and anxiety in their body, there is another breath that I want you to use. It is where you're going to be breathing through the mouth and you're going to be literally panting like this. Okay? Now, that panting is going to make you feel a little dizzy, a little woozy. But what it's going to do is going to allow the tension and the anxiety and the trauma to release from your body. So, those two breath works, you get to choose which one you want to do. Now, for the panting, if you're in a household where there's people around, they may wonder what you're doing. So, if it's not appropriate, don't do it. But if you're comfortable doing it and you really feel like you need to release, then that is the breath work for you. Okay? So, I'm going to start the song, and as soon as I start the song, which is today's sound bath, you are going to begin the breath work of your choice. Okay? So, for those of you that are new, let us just practice the box breathing for a few seconds and then I will start the music. For those that are going to try the panting, you can do the box breathing with me now to get yourself ready for the meditation. And then when the music starts, you can go into the panting, which is like this, mouth breathing only. What happens is that the body will process through the breath and the tension or the trauma will leave your body. The song is 7 minutes long. So you're going to be doing the panting for 7 minutes. For the other persons, you're going to be doing the box breathing for the 7 minutes. Okay? But I want you to listen. Listen to the words. Listen to the sound, the melody. It's activating you as well. Okay? So for those who are new to the channel, this is the box breathing. You are all going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. The music will now begin. For those persons who are going to decide to pant, please, you may begin panting now. For the others, just continue to breathe in to a count of 4, hold to a count of 4, and breathe out.
dance on this ground with the rhythm of saints to carry the sound. We will pray for the earth, for the ones yet to come. May you walk in beauty and remember your song. Blessed we are to dance on this ground with the rhythm of saints to carry the sound. We only pray for all life, for the days yet to come. May you walk in beauty and remember your song. Remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Ay, 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 blessed we are to dance on this ground with the rhythm of saints to carry the sound. We will pray for the earth, for the ones yet to come. May you walk in beauty and remember your song. Blessed we are to dance on this ground with the rhythm of saints to carry the sound. We will pray for all life, for the days yet to come. May you walk in beauty and remember your song. Remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Ay, 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 yo. Ay, 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 yo. Ay, 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 yo. Ay, 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 yo. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Blessed we are to dance on this ground with the rhythm of saints to carry the sound. We will pray for the earth, for the ones yet to come. May you walk in beauty and remember your song. Blessed we are to dance on this ground with the rhythm of saints to carry the sound. We pray for all life, for the days yet to come. May you walk in beauty and remember your song. Remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. rhythm of sex, to carry the sound. We will pray for the earth, for the ones yet to come. May we walk in beauty and remember our song.
Take a deep breath in and we keep our eyes closed, allowing the words to permeate our consciousness, our thoughts, and to trigger the remembrance within us. So even though we have previously focused on only heaven on earth, because we are discussing ascension and going through the ascension so strongly now, we're going to focus today on clearing away the shadows so we can experience the ascension. So we're going to be talking a little bit or referencing some of the pain that we have shared collectively as humans, and some of the pain that we ourselves have endured on the individual level. And we're going to be asking our ancestors, our spirit guides, our higher self to assist us in clearing those things. And so we call in Divine Source and our higher selves to be part of this powerful global healing of all indigenous people. We call in all our tribe elders, shamans, medicine people in the higher planes that we have some form of connection to, whether from this lifetime or any other. And we're going to explore healing anywhere that we are holding pain of the earth, pain of our ancestors, and the pain of any other lifetime. So breathe in deeply. If you are breathing slowly, and if you're panting, continue to pant. We call on the benevolent earth spirits from the core of the earth to begin clearing anything below our feet, anything below the base chakra, interfering or seeking to distort our light or disconnect us from the light of the earth. We are clearing our connections to the core of the earth. We're also calling on the sacred benevolent ancestors from the sun, our sun, to use light and heat to clear anything above our crown, interfering in our connection to the light of the universe and to the light of the sun, as we begin to invoke all programming and imprints in our body that we may be holding on to. We're calling on all our tribal elders, shamans, and medicine people and our ancestors to be very present in this process, to hold us in this process. And so we are calling on all the ancient pain that we may be holding in our bodies still in this lifetime. And we're calling our ancestral light to be sent into our body and into our energy field, to anywhere that we may be holding any pain concerning war, violence, being invaded, being captured, being overwhelmed, being overrun, being raped, being beaten, being maimed or tortured. We're just breathing and allowing the light from the core of Mother Earth and the core of the sun to clear what needs to be cleared now, while we are breathing slowly and intentionally, or we are panting to release all of this negativity. Continue to breathe. We are calling on the spirits of healing to send healing light to anywhere in our body or our energy field that is needed. We're calling on spirit to be sent to anywhere we may be holding pain concerning being dominated by an invading culture. Anywhere we may be holding disempowerment, disconnection, devastation. We're calling in the healing element of fire from the core of the earth and the core of the sun, clearing our field of old pain. Calling the spirit of healing to send healing light anywhere that it needs, that we are holding pain. We're also calling on platinum light as these solar flares continue. We call on the platinum light to recode our DNA, to upgrade our DNA, so that we can release all our pain and all of the collective pain around physical abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, clearing out our field of any of those old pains right now. And we are sending the healing light to any part of our body and energy field where that pain is being held. We're also asking for healing to be sent to anywhere we may be holding any pain concerning being separated from our tribe, feeling a loss of support, feeling a loss of connection to the land, loss of connection to culture, loss of connection to the wisdom of the elders and the wisdom of the ancestors. Calling on ancestral light for healing to be sent anywhere where we may be holding any pain concerning loss of loved ones, loss of children, children being taken away through death, children being taken away through suicide, children being taken away physically through murder, through accidental death. We clear all that pain in this moment, once and for us at the individual level and for the collective. We're calling also on our ancestors, our spirit guides and divine source for healing, to heal what can be healed. Calling on the element of fire to be sent anywhere where we are holding any pain concerning our spiritual traditions being disrespected, pain of not being able to follow our traditional practices and the ways of our ancestors. We're also calling in the element of fire to be sent anywhere that we may be holding pain concerning exclusion, judgment, persecution, and anywhere you felt you were living your life as a ghost in an alien culture. We are clearing this old pain with healing ancestral fire to be sent anywhere that we may be holding any pain concerning harboring ancient grief, ancient shame, ancient anger, ancient rage. We affirm that this healing ancestral fire is sweeping the body now, sweeping our energy field, sweeping our aura, finding the pain imprints and programs and cleansing and clearing and dissolving all of this pain once and for all. We're calling on ancestral fire to be sent anywhere that we may be holding pain concerning cursing another or being cursed, or feeling that you are carrying the curses of your ancestors, clearing and cleansing your field once and for all of all these curses or perceived curses, clearing it with light, clearing it with the element of fire, burning it away once and for all through all time, space, and dimension. We're asking for healing to be sent anywhere we may be holding any pain concerning escaping into addiction. Addiction of any type, substance, physical addiction, sexual addiction, emotional addictions, spiritual addictions. We clear them all now. We call on crystalline light from core of Mother Earth and core of the Sun to clear, cleanse, and dissolve any old programs of escaping into addiction, and also any healing that needs to be done. Sacred ancestors of healing, send a healing light deep into our energy fields now, allowing the light of the earth and the sun to seek out all ancient pain that we are holding in our body. We call upon our spirit guides and our higher selves to reconnect us to the light of our soul, to clear any wounds or fractures or psychic scars that we are holding at the soul level. We're asking for a clearing of the Akashic record of what can be cleared that does not need to be held any longer or endured any longer. Clearing all pain concerning loss of sovereignty, loss of connection to land, and loss of connection to tribe. Releasing the pain of holding any dense energies in our being, calling on all our tribal elders, our ancestors, and our medicine men and women. We're calling on our angels and our higher selves to open a big, beautiful portal of light right now, releasing, if relevant, any earthbound souls, releasing any earthbound souls attached to the earth through war or violence that are now ready to go for the light. We pray for all our family members, our friends and loved ones. If they are not already walking to the light, we invite them now to go to the light. We're calling for assistance from all our elders to assist in this process. We call on our ancestors and shamans in spirit to help us in the process of soul retrieval, calling back any light that's been fragmented from any other lifetime. We do this by calling into our hands a crystal clear quartz. Imagine holding this beautiful clear crystal quartz, a large one, in your hands this time. This crystal is magnetic and it is sealed in golden light, and it allows any light you have fragmented from any lifetime that needs to come back to you to come back now, but into the crystal. We're calling on all the elders and ancestors to assist in this process of calling back our power and our soul fragments from 360 degrees, anywhere we have suffered trauma, abuse, violence, where our light has been dulled, our light has been extinguished, our light has been fragmented, calling it back. And when the light stops coming, surrender this crystal up to your higher self to take to a temple of healing, for the light then to be returned to the oversoul. We're calling on the beings of light in the higher dimensions, to help us to restore what has been broken, to reconnect us to the spiritual ways close to our heart, to go beyond the pain of the past dominating any area of our consciousness, calling on a wave of forgiveness through our being, forgiveness of all those who have wronged us, forgiveness of ourselves for hurting ourselves, for being such tough critics, inner critics. We call on all higher elders and ancestors and shamans and beings of light to assist us in connecting to the higher dimensions who are beyond pain, beyond grief, that are connected to the ways of tribal peoples that found their own way of living beyond the pain of the past. And we're calling on these beings for assistance in reconnecting us to the ways of our heart, liberating us from the shackles of our past. And we are calling on all beings and all the higher dimensions to reveal to us right now a way of life in the higher dimensions where the old ways are still honored and where a sense of community is still experienced. We now align with joy. We now align with love. We now align with healing. We now align with a higher consciousness. And we are in gratitude and thankfulness to our higher selves, our ancestors, all the spirit guides and beings of light that have assisted us. And we are ready now to live in this magical universe that is unfolding for us now. It is done. It is done. It is done. Take some nice deep breaths now. And relax and surrender in the knowing that it is indeed done. This brings us to the end of this morning's meditation. I'm going to invite Tonya to come back on stage at this time to
That was
share.
so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yes, it was.
That was
It's a
really, really
beautiful song.
beautiful.
It's a beautiful song when you bring it into the context of ascension and us being earth warriors and midwives to new earth. We are ready. We just cleared a lot of stuff, you know, and we are ready. We're ready to go through whatever comes. We are ready.
Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just want to encourage everyone who stayed with us for this hour. And even if you're going to watch the video, be mindful of the resurrection phase, because there are times when we need to resurrect ourselves following the crucifixion that we've experienced. As Paula mentioned earlier, the things that have to die within us, the things that we have to let go, right? We want to resurrect in a state of freedom, be lighter and more willing to ascend. because it's a choice. It really is. And that which you release and let go, don't go back for it. Let it be gone once and for all. And for each of us, we'll know what that is, because there are circumstances, energies, entities, people that might want to creep back, take a poke. See, just check in, let it go. It's gone for a reason.
I just want to encourage everyone that is going through something now to shift just a little bit, shift your internal narrative a little bit, not asking you uh to bypass, there's spiritual bypassing where we're pretending everything is love and light. No, that's not what we're asking you to do. We're asking you to surrender, knowing that you are being carried to the next stage. You're going through that little part now where it's painful. Breathe through it. Come back to this meditation over and over again. Yeah. And just listen. Find the song. The song is by Piea. I don't know how it's spelled, but you can click back and you'll find it. And just listen to it and let it be a reminder. Remember why you came here. All right. You are here to be part of this process. You are here to transmute some of the negative energies that you're holding in your body right now. Whatever is coming up to be released. Anything that is being shed now, let it go. Don't try to grasp. That's the struggle. Yeah? Everything is uncomfortable for everybody. Just know that. But it's how we choose to go through it. Go through it with calm. Go through it with ease. Know when to put on your headphones and listen to some frequencies to calm your central nervous system. Know when to smile and nod rather than respond. Choose your battles and just let go. Let go. Let go of the material things. If you find that you're losing your house, losing your car, don't despair. A lot of what is happening right now is preparing us for the next level where the obsession with material possessions is going to be nullified. You see what has happened with the designer brands being outed. The whole world has now been shown that this whole thing of designer prices was a scam. Yeah, there are a lot more scams that are going to be exposed. Our attachments are what keep us sometimes locked into stress. Let it go. Even when you don't have money, let that go. Just live in the moment. You're healthy. You're strong. You have some food at the moment. You have a few friends, a few family members that you can lean on, speak to, share. Yeah? So be thankful for everything that you do have and don't dwell on the things that you don't have or dwell on the things that you are losing. I made a post yesterday. I shared a post yesterday that said 100 years from now, the car that you struggled to buy, the house that you struggled to buy, the things that you struggled to acquire will be owned by someone else, will be used by someone else. They won't even remember your name. They won't give you any credit for all of that. So when you think about that, it puts a whole new perspective on what you put priority on. Place priority on love, place priority on relationships, community, service to others, care for self, care of self. Yes. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much again. Come back to this meditation when you need to, and we will connect again. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you, Tonya, for being here, for your wise words,
Thank you.
and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.